We'll continue for our video series for the 19C RAC real application cluster. This is part 3. We're going to install the local home software and configure it. In this diagram, here's what we're going to do with local home. Right? We only install it on the node 1, and then it'll be automatically migrated to node 2, 3, and 4. Here is number 3. What this we do, we're work on. First, 1 or 2 already done, and then this one done, we can go for ASM Diskgroup. Like before, so where software download for 19.3 is the DB home one. So when you do the installation, first things pay attention to about this first line. This line is most important. You have to copy your software to the worker home. You create worker home and then copy file there, unzip there. Basically, what happening is that you already installed your worker home software, and then we just need to configure it. So this is the most important. The next one is be running installer. Copy the file, unzip it in your home, worker home. Remove it. And then from worker home, you can run in the running installer like you did before many times, I guess. So here is for first screen. We select the setup software only. We do not create any database. The second screen, we're not doing the single instance database. We are doing the real application cluster. It is going to pop up all of node available, because when you did the great infrastructure installation, the system will know which node in the cluster. They pop up all of them. Depends on how many you want to install it, you can select. We select all. We're using Enterprise Edition, not a standard one. Here's using the Oracle base. As I mentioned before, so the university, the one I'm working with, they want to install everything under one user Oracle. Not a standard like Oracle suggested to using 2 users, a great user and also Oracle user. So from beginning I would doubt what should I do with Oracle base, also inventory. Do I need to manually set up separately or no? But I decided to get one shot to see what happened. We use Migrate and Oracle, both using same Oracle base, and also use the same inventory directory to see what happened. But actually, it turns out it's no conflict, no problem, at least for installation. Pick up group for each of them. For simple, you can set up a different one a lot. You can set up a different way, right? OS, ACDB or something, but for simple, it's just create one DBA one. We're using DBA for database. That's groups. I guess for privilege, you can set up some way in the future if you're using a OSDG DBA, so OSKM DB or something. But actually, it's more complex. The simple solution do not give me any issue. Before you're running, check the whole system. It's the same thing like we did before. They ask you, do you have a root user? or some sudo user we can use. And then it's going to automatically check what is the problem, create files, and they are going to running the files using the privilege. We don't want to do it, or if there's issues, so we're going to do it manually. So in this case, we not pick up this one. The next one show you what's error because we did the pre-installation in Migrate, and then we solved the issues for a lot of them. So the only things we notice is the DBSHM1, right? That can be ignored. That will not, it's a bug in the workload, but it's not stop you to do the installation. So we check, ignore all, and continue. Just to say I want sure, yes. Now that everything is fine, give you the installation, you check you never put in the home, right? Because they pick up where it is. That's how is the installation. You copy there, or they pick up from there. You never ask you where is your worker home like you did it before in different version like 11G or 12C. That's why it's the most important thing is copy the file to the location. They're going to pick up your worker home automatically. And then they check the node, it should be 4 of them. So you start installing. And then for a period of times later, not very long, ask you to running the root.sh on the 4 node. You're running on the first node first. When you're done it, you can parallel running on node 2, 3, 4. Okay. When you finish the root.sh files, basically the installation was done. You click on close. So you're done the installation for this one. The next one, we are going to create some ASM disks before we can do the database migration. See you next time.